Hello guys and welcome back to another one. So on this video I'm going to talk about Zhea, a new commander that was added into the game recently, and how Zhea actually transforms a little bit new badges that we had in the game, the red quality badges, and how important is she for your improvements in those badges, and how she can speed up the process by a lot actually. So let's start with her abilities. So Zhea is going to be a commander that is going to be a passive commander, as I would like to call them. Exactly the same as Darius. She's going to play a passive role into the castle and is going to give you an increase on stats just by existing and without even having to deploy her. So her stat is going to be an increase in 25% of total attack during War of the Kingdoms, or the how we usually say it is KVK. The second part is going to be during War of Kingdoms again. Enemy casualty rate is going to be increased by 10%, and third part, the allied casualty rate is going to be reduced by 10%. So this is going to be great for people especially enjoying the KVK event, and since she's going to both casualty rate and reduce the casualty rate for yourself, is going to give you more kills and save you a lot of in the other way. So of course a commander like that should be really strong, just sitting in your castle, but also we should check her skills. So her active skill is going to be the Moonseeker's power, where she's going to deal 4,500 damage to target and recover 300 raids for one random ally. Raids is the power that is used in order for a commander to use an active skill. Her passive abilities, of course, as in every commander, is going to be 3 of them. So the first one is going to be Moon's Consolation, and she's going to heal 5.3 thousand health for an ally, the lowest health every 6 attacks. So she's going to be kinda like Zhea. So she's going to heal the lowest health troop, so most likely of course going to be a frontline troop, and that actually can work with Enzo. Can only test it out of course after Zhea is out, but that healing seems enough to keep Enzo at a specific health point. Her second passive ability, Blessing, is going to grant a shield for ally, for a random ally, with shield being 5.6 thousand damage, really strong, and is going to cast that ability every time an enemy uses a skill. Last but not least, she's going to add 200 points of evasion to your lineup, and this is going to be really useful, especially if you're a little bit lucky. You can evade some enemy attack and reduce the overall damage to your formation. Of course, last but not least, the Awakening of the Commander is going to give you a little bit extra power in terms of the overall power of the Commander. The Moon's Blessing is going to be Zhea's portal ability, and during KVK is going to increase the amount of battle tokens and bravery tokens that you take and that you gain by 30%, and is going to increase the number of diamonds gathered from diamond mines by 100%. The second part, of course, is going to be really useful for the diamond gatherers, but also the first part for the battle tokens and the bravery tokens is going to be really important in order to get our badges to a higher tier. So as we're going to see here, after the recent patch, the CCS badges, or the KVK badges, are going to be can now be crafted up to gold quality and up to red quality. I'm sorry. And if you get them to red quality, they're going to get a little bit extra, almost double the effectiveness, but of course you're going to use 4 gold tokens in order to get 1 red. If you go over to the token shop, you're going to see that you're going to give 1 bravery token for every tier 3 troop that you lose, 4 tokens for tier 4 troops, and 8 tokens for tier 5 troops that you lose. It's going to be the same amount for the troops that you kill, so again 1 point for tier 3, 4 points for tier 4, and 8 points for tier 5. In order to get 1 badge to gold quality, we are going to need 256 tokens in order to get them from nothing to gold quality, and of course we are going to need 4 of those in order to get 4 gold quality ones into a 1 red quality one. So if we run a little bit of the numbers, we are going to need almost 82 million coins in order to get the 4 necessary to get a red badge. But of course, if you take into account that you're going to get a 30% buff in the tokens that you're going to get, the 30% increase of tokens that you're going to get is going to save you about 25 million tokens in order to get 1 red badge. So it's about like every red badge you're going to need 3 tokens on the amount of kills that you're going to need. So 25 million points for example the bravery tokens or the battle tokens is going to be a big amount, because 24 million battle tokens is going to be 24 million tier 3 troops, or you can do it by 4, get like or 6 million tier 4 troops dead. I'm not going to talk about really tier 5 since not many people are going to lose so many tier 5s in a battle. So realistically tier 4 and tier 3 troops are going to be the ones that usually die, and by not having to kill an extra 24 million points worth of battle tokens, it's going to be a really big deal for your overall gear upgrade for the badges up to red quality. But even if you don't have the red quality badges, and I mean you're not going for them for now, and you're just focusing on the gold quality badges, 30% is a lot to have as a passive stats for your command. So I think Zhea is going to be available for next KVK. We're going to have a special event about her and a special wheel in order to get her tokens from. And I really think that she's going to be a really strong commander to have in every castle. And not only for the passive buffs that you get from the commander, but also I think she might be really useful, especially for the lower tier of rebel leaders for your castles. So thanks for watching guys, and I will see you next time.
And always hesitating, kryptonite desires set my heart afire. Heart on fire, set my heart afire.